what if what if the whole Hadron Collider is they only have a fraction of the working piece to get what they want? Okay, because like get into quadrivium and you'll understand round and round because they go around the Hadron Collider to find golden the golden section. Hold on, glasses. Okay, and I'm going to break this down. I'll show you what they're all studying. Okay, and polyhedra within the polyhedra, and so proceed ad infinitum. Okay, they're getting there. Compound polyhedra, a stretch of the imagination. The Kepler polyhedra, a stellated and great stellated dodecahedron. Okay, the Poinus polyhedra, the great decahedron, the great icosahedron. Okay, so now this is what they're doing, right? And that's what they're working with in the Hadron Collider. They're finding all these different formations they're creating. Okay, which is getting to the point. Okay, the Archimedean solids, 13 semi-regular polyhedra. Okay, this is where it gets interesting. Okay, the 5 truncations off with their corners. Okay, and that's where you take and you're breaking it down into a more solid form of the factions, whatever you call it, the structures. Okay, and then you get the cuboctahedron. I don't know, 14 faces, 24 edges, 12 vertices. Okay, they're getting into this. Like this is, and see where it's forming atoms. That's why they say they're trying to hit atoms and atoms. This is where they're going. Okay, and then a cunning twist and a structural wonder. Now, if you see what they're doing, why they try to make them collide, I'll get to that, but it's removing parts of the whole. Okay, they're trying to find and create a singularity. Oh wait, the singularity. You mean the event horizon? Okay, the isocidian cahedron, 32 faces, 60 edges, 60 vertices, and then you get 4 explosions. Now we're getting into Hadron Collider. Okay, expanding from the center. Turning the snub cube and snub dodecahedron. Okay, now this is why I was referencing. Fuck, I forget the book. I'll find it real quick though. But it is the torus. Um, I believe it was in Geomatrix. The torus and how it was telling you to put things in different ways, to spin it different ways, so they impact at a certain point. Okay, that's the turning. And then you get into the Archimedean duals. Everything has its opposite, which is why they spin them in each ways to collide. Yeah. And then you get to do more explosions and unseen dimensions. Huh. This is why I said put the extra ones in there, okay? But you're still missing a part of it, okay? You're getting there. I think you're still missing a part. I think I need to get into this and like research this in big time, okay? So for example, let's use this for an example. The higher planes of consciousness, right? You have A, B, and C. So theoretically, what you're having here is 3 Hadron Colliders running in sync to create all these right here in this point, which is ABC. And I don't care about the math. Fuck you. You can do it all in your workout format, paper, or math. I don't care. But I think the whole point of that is for you to create the geonomic figure, the cone, to harness all 3 of those that trifecta of energy into a singularity point, which will create a wormhole. Have fun.